I know.
On YouTube. Cool. They're ready. There she is. Hey, Nicole.
Hello.
Hi. All right. Let me turn yours down a little bit.
Yes, please. It's hurting my ears.
Tell me when. How about now?
Up just a little bit.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. What's up, YouTube? Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're actually about to get started here. So, yeah. That's right. You guys are listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida theme park podcast. What is going on, everybody, and welcome. We do have a great show for you guys. First up, we do have the latest theme park updates. Follow up, we have Jen's This Day in Disney History. We might get nerdy with Nicole this evening, and
we will.
And guys, we might have a little. We might have a new segment this evening as well. So. You know what? Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Independence Day to all of you guys out there. This is our Independence Day episode, so we might get patriotic tonight. So who knows what's gonna happen? And we just like you guys are with us this evening. And like I said, you guys can follow us on all social media, which is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right there as TikTok as well, and also right here on YouTube, which we are streaming right now on our YouTube channel. So head on over to our channel, say hey to us, and we might say hi to you guys back in our chat. But anyway, guys, welcome. My name is Remy, and with me, as always, is my dangerous co-host, my partner in crime, my lovely wife, Jen. Hi, honey. How you doing?
I'm fabulous.
And yes, guys, she's back. Hey, Nicole. How you doing?
Hello. Just Ducky. How are you?
Doing great. So tomorrow is Thursday, and Friday's Independence Day. Where do you usually go see the fireworks?
The past 2 years I've gone down to my mom's place because her community does a big fireworks show, so I go do that with her.
Nice.
That's cool. Do you guys have a cookout there as well?
Sometimes she did buy a grill like a year or two ago. So yeah, we've been trying to utilize that when it's not raining.
Do you like to blow up any fireworks? Oh God. Oh boy.
I like fire.
Jen, we have a pyromaniac on the round table.
I like fire.
I'm sorry, what?
Safety first. Safety first, but I do like
not a pyromaniac, so is it Nicole that's the pyro?
Yeah, because
absolutely.
If you saw Nicole's face, she gave us like the dirtiest face. She's like,
no, it wasn't dirty. It was just a face of sheer excitement.
Like I said, she's like, she has that little face. She's like, ooh, fire.
Mm-hmm.
I get to play with fire and blow up stuff. Woohoo!
I love it.
I used to back then. I used to have like bottle rockets. I used to have these little M80s. I used to have cherry bombs, and those were the best fireworks I ever blown up. And I remember when I was like, I think I was like maybe 10 or 11. Yes, I was being very careful and cautious. And my friend of mine, we blew up some fireworks in his backyard, and we blew them out of a lead pipe. So it was, but only the bottle rockets, because they were so tiny. We just put them on the ground and see where they land. And he had a huge backyard. So yes, I was being careful.
They were illegal in North Carolina, so we didn't get to do them there.
Oh, that sucks. Jen, what about you? What did you do for your?
Well, the bottle rockets were illegal. Like
for a bottle
driveway ones were fine.
Oh, so the bottle rockets were illegal, but everything else you can just blow it up in on the sidewalk or your
Yeah, pretty
driveway.
much.
Okay,
Yeah, so firecrackers, bottle rockets, Roman candles, those three were illegal.
I love Roman
Everything else,
candles.
like, I know they're pretty.
They're pretty, but just don't
They're
point.
terrifying when they come at your head.
Well,
Well,
well, just don't
rightfully so.
well, just don't point them at anybody.
Nobody was pointing anything at anybody.
All I'm saying for Roman candles, just don't point them at anybody.
Hmm.
That's like I mean that's
You
the best.
put them up
Yep.
like a somewhere between like about a 60-degree angle.
That was done,
You
and
point
it
them
ended up coming
towards
at
nobody.
that was done, and it ends up sometimes does not go up in the air. Sometimes it goes to the side.
That's why you put them in direction of nobody.
Well, if you're
Everybody
doing
needs
it
to
on the
stand
street,
behind you.
if you're
Everybody
doing it in
stands
the street
behind
and
you.
you're nowhere near the street and it comes at you,
Jen, how come you're not on a video for our
But
YouTube?
was it in
for
your general
YouTube,
direction? Were you standing
um,
in front of where it was being launched?
no,
You were standing behind the person shooting it?
I was standing to the side, I guess, because I was in my own yard.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Same thing with bottle rockets. I hate
always
bottle
stand
rockets
behind.
Wait, why do you hate bottle rockets?
because they end up going, okay, if you don't shoot it off the right way, it either can take your fingers off
Yeah,
or it goes towards people.
that's true. But the thing is, you stick it in the ground and
Hmm.
just line them up in the just line them up that way.
And honestly,
Or
the
better yet, you
time,
put them in a bottle like you're supposed to, so it
and
keeps
here's
it
the
nice
thing.
and straight.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. The last time that we set off bottle rockets, the person who set off the bottle rockets didn't set it off with a bottle or anything. It literally stuck it in the ground, on the side of the road and lit them and almost exploded my car.
That's
Well,
not
that
good.
person was dumb, and that's why safety first.
Wait,
So nearly got his fingers blown off, but that's,
was this
my bestie's ex-boyfriend.
Obi? Where are you going? No, dude, Obi.
Lord.
And that's why he's her ex.
That's one of the many reasons.
Every time, damn it, Obi. Every freaking time, dude. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What you guys were talking about? You guys were saying bottle rockets. Bottle rockets are bad, right? Is that you guys are trying to say?
No! Hells no! They're great.
Well,
You
well,
just safety first.
Jen was.
Safety first. She was saying idiots launching bottle rockets are bad.
And I was
Idiots
gonna,
should
And there are
not be in
more of
control
those
of
than there
bottle
should be.
rockets.
and I was going to recall on that. Was that guy drinking?
Always.
Oh, well then
He's
he's
an
a dumbass. Well,
Do not drink and launch fireworks or
Yeah.
play with fire
so
or be dumb.
so what I did was when my friend of mine when we were doing these ball rockets, he actually, like I said, he had a big backyard and everything. Uh, he had a target thing, like a little target practice, like one of those like hay barrel things, and he put a metal plate in the target so we can blow up stuff. And that was like the best thing ever we did. So we had like these Coke bottles filled with chlorine, and it blew up. And that was like the coolest
That's
part.
an idiot.
We were safe. We were being safe. We were
That's
being
not
safe.
safe.
We were being
Adding
safe.
chlorine to shit that's flammable already is not a good idea.
Well, we were like 100 feet away.
Hmm.
So we were being very cautious and very careful, Jen. Very careful. Not sure why we did that, but it was just very, very stupid that we did that. But I think what I like to do on the 4th, if it's not crowded, go to either Lake Eola, go see those fireworks, or go to Altamont and go do the Red Hot and Boom. But speaking about the fireworks, tomorrow, Jen and we might be doing this tomorrow because a real radio is taking over Mount Dora, so we might go see a couple of our favorite radio shows out there tomorrow, and watch some fireworks. So that sounds it sounds pretty good. What do you think, Jen? Does that sound good?
Whoa.
Whoa, hey yo! Oh, you got your hands full.
Sorry.
You
Hands
got
full. Yeah, I've got a kitty
you
cat.
got Obi in one hand. Your drink almost fell 3 times. Almost fell over.
There aren't enough flat surfaces in my house.
Obi, you dumbass.
Oh, he's not being dumb.
He's being stupid. He can't go outside.
No, that's not him being stupid.
He just wants to go outside. That's what he wants to do. But anyway, yes, we are looking forward to go see some of our favorite radio shows,
Maybe.
and well,
Depends.
depends on what we do tomorrow. But it sounds fun. Sounds like a cool day. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. It is now time for the latest theme park updates. Want me to get them for you? All right. All right, so we are starting out over at, let's see here. Oh, we are starting at the Magic Kingdom. The Little Mermaid Ariel's Undersea Adventure will close from July 21st through the 26th for routine maintenance. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin will close on, let me see here, will close on August 4th, 2025, reopening in 2026 with an all new show scene, updated ride vehicles, and enhanced gameplay. So, if you guys haven't seen those videos, those photos, they are amazing. Like they actually are really, they look good. They look really, really, really good. Let me see here. I might have to go back to my other laptop and do this because I can't see. There we go. That's actually much better. Okay, so we talked about Buzz Lightyear. Astro Orbiter has reopened after a month-long refurbishment. Hall of Presidents is now open again with updated show times. Prairie Outpost now sells headwear from is that chapel hats? What the heck is a chapel hat?
It's the name of the company.
Oh, it's the name of the company. I thought it was a hat. I thought it was like a some type of hat.
No.
Oh well, I'm dumb. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, you're not supposed to agree when I say that, Jen.
Always.
I mean, she is your wife. She's allowed to
I
agree.
know she is my
It would
wife,
it would be problematic if I were to agree. I'm not allowed to do that, but Jen is allowed to. She's
but
your wife.
but Nicole,
Them they
you've
were
been
part of they were the unspoken part of the vows.
Nicole, you've been on the show way too many times. You've been on here long enough to call me dumb and stupid. So you can say that. Let's see here. Main Street USA Railroad Station refurbishment is ongoing. Yeah, they're uh, making turn. They're changing the routine for. I'm sorry, they're changing the route for the Main Street USA train station. When they're redoing the Big Thunder Mountain, they're doing when they're building Villains Land. So that's what they're doing for right now. Speaking about Big Thunder Mountain, received updated rockwork and refurbished train has been moved into place. So the brand new train is on the new track. So we could see some testing going on at the Magic Kingdom. A new Retro D logo necklace is available for $100. There's a new Mickey and Minnie autograph ear headbands, which is now for $35. There is a new Orange Bird shirt, which is available at Disney Springs for $30. And lastly, at the Magic Kingdom, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party will run from August 15th through October 31st, which is Halloween. The party runs only on specific weekend or weekday nights, so be sure to consult the calendar of dates to plan your trip on the My Disney Experience app. And like I said, guys, for all of you Disney annual pass holders, you guys do get a discount for this event. So looks like Jen and I might be going to Mickey's Not So Scary this year. So
We'll see.
looking forward to it.
It would be kind of cool, actually. All right, so let's go on to Epcot. A test track reimagining the annual pass holder preview for test track. Before it opens up officially is July 13th through the 19th,
That's for
excluding
that's for previews, right?
that's the previews excluding July 17th.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, official reopening is on the 22nd. The new Lightning Lane multi-pass lineup will include test track in its higher tier selection, so you'll have to pay to be on it. Um,
Not too much.
no, and I don't expect a lot of people wanting to actually go to Test Track. Spaceship Earth will temporarily close for refurbishment on August 25th, but open the reopening will be determined later in 2025. A new sign has been installed for Coral Reef Restaurant, which
Great
is
restaurant.
I actually really like that
I
restaurant.
want to go back to that restaurant.
Yeah,
I just want that lobster bisque again.
we're not doing it though. Not anytime soon at least. Construction appears underway for a gashapon kiosk in the Japan. Okay, I really said that poorly then. Gashapon
I
kiosk
think you
in
said
the
it,
Japan.
I think you said it right
I
before.
said it very American. Uh,
Gashapon. Gashapon.
Gashapon kiosk in Japan Pavilion. And the lobby map at Disney's Polynesian Resort um now includes Island
It's
Tower.
about time. Over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Daisy's Dig meet and greet and crabs is now available at the Restaurantosaurus. We got some water park updates. What we got, Jen?
All right, some water park updates. Let's see. Blizzard Beach begins seasonal closure September 8th, 2025. Typhoon Lagoon will remain open through the fall season.
Well, we do have, speaking of the Polynesian, which Jen did say about the Polynesian earlier, which is that Disney's Polynesian Village Resort now includes the Island Tower on the lobby map, but also the Boo Tiki Gift Shop has completed its refurbishment. There's new resort merchandise collection, which is now available for $35, and a including a zip-up hoodie for $65. Apparently, there's a roof repair prep is underway on the AO. I can't say that word. AO. How do you say Otero era building? How the heck do you say that? Aotearoa
Aotearoa.
building. Okay, there we go. Alani themed Stitch plush keychain is also available at the Polynesian for $17. All right, Jen, what we got? Oh, we got some dress code. Oh,
All right,
yay.
dress code. The new Bourbon Steak by Michael Mina restaurant at the Swan and Dolphin is enforcing a formal dress code to maintain its upscale aesthetic.
Yeah, apparently you gotta wear a suit now to that restaurant.
Jeans and leggings.
Yep, so suit only, a suit.
Darn. Well,
A
I'm
suit.
not wearing a suit. I'm a girl.
We got
And
some.
although some girls wear suits, I don't like them.
You don't like them?
Not for me.
You don't like
My-
business casual suit?
You wearing a suit. I don't feel comfortable in a suit.
Which I'm not wearing a suit this time to the poker tournament.
Ugh, I'm cool with that. I don't
I'm
care.
not. I'm just wearing a shirt, pants, shoes, done. That's it. That's all I'm
Yeah.
wearing. Which Nicole, Jen, and I, we are going to a poker tournament
We
in
do it every
August.
year.
Fantastic.
First place gets a free trip to Vegas.
Usually. Yeah. That's usually what the deal is.
Nice.
So that is a deal. And
Made it to the final table twice over the last like 3 or 4 years. He's only made it once.
no, twice.
No, not since the two of us have been going
No,
together.
not the two of us. No.
Yeah. Since the two of
Well,
us have been going.
well, no. When I was a player and when I was a dealer, because I dealt at the last table. Yep, that's why.
So don't no that you didn't deal at the last table when we were together though.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Anyway, that being said,
Yeah, but we're looking forward to it. And I told Jen, I'm like, if we're heads up at this poker
he wants
tournament,
me to throw it and so he can win.
exactly.
And I told him no. I said that's not happening.
I'm bad. I'm
That
bad.
in and of itself would be a gamble. At least if Jen is doing well and wins, then you kind of win by proxy.
Yeah.
I
Well, the
told
final
her
table.
I told her if she needs to re-chip, she can buy in the chip amount, which is if it's
$50 usually.
50 bucks
Yeah.
or 100. I mean,
Well,
there we go.
okay, so what he means is if I need to buy not buy back in, but like I usually will make it to the first break and maybe chip up. So I'll add $50 and they'll give me a certain amount of chips added to it. But and I'll do that. And he doesn't necessarily do it I'll occasionally do it. It's for a charity, so I don't mind like
I
upping my chips very
I
much.
might do this. I might do it this year if I have
Well,
if
you
I
have the money.
if I have the extra if I have the extra $50 plus it's for a charity event.
Yeah, it's for the
So
mustard seed.
if I have that extra $50, I'm gonna do it. I'm
I
gonna
think it's
go
for
ahead and
mustard
reach up.
seed. It's for the mustard seed.
It's it's always have been for the Mustard Seed Foundation. And a huge shout out to the dealers who are dealing this year's poker tournament. Shout out to the guys at Fun Planners. So you guys are gonna have a lot of fun this year's poker tournament. And
Yeah.
sorry guys, I can't deal with you guys this time, so I do apologize. All right, we got some Disney
He'd rather play anyway.
I know, I'd rather play. Hell yeah. All right, guys. So we do have some Disney Cruise Line information. That is, there's a prices increase for adult exclusive dining. So Apollo Steakhouse is a prefix, restaurant. So now it's $55. So there we go. On the Disney Dream and Fantasy cruise ships. The champagne brunch is now $85. The dessert experience is now $70. And the dinner option is $145.
All right, let's go on to the Universal Orlando Resort. The new Jurassic World T-Rex popcorn bucket is now available for $35.
It looks so cute. It roars when you open its mouth.
Aw. The new Wicked collectible medallions are being released for $20, which we have the Wicked cups. They're really cool.
Yeah, but
We like them.
this medallion pack, it's four medallions for $20, or you can get one of the medallions for $7.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Sorry. Popular lemon blueberry crepe that has received a vegan update for $13. So the popular
You're gonna be popular.
Halloween Horror Nights 2025 houses have been announced.
Yep, so far.
Dolly Let's Play Dead. Or no, sorry, not Dolly. I'm thinking about Dolly Parton so badly. Dolls Let's Play Dead.
Not like your version better, Dolly. Let's play dead.
Grave of the Flesh. Oh, that sounds so disgusting. The once sold out Epic Universe Grand Opening medallion is now available online for $40 after resellers charged $5,000.
Yeah, so fuck you to all your resellers out there.
And there are rumored expansion ideas for Epic Universe, including Legend of Zelda, which is in Super Nintendo, would be with Super Nintendo World, Luigi's Mansion Ride, also Nintendo, Creature from the Black Lagoon Boat Ride, Dark Universe, Pokemon Land, Wicked Land, Lord of the Rings Land, a new Harry Potter attraction, all good rumored expansion ideas. I've actually heard about the Legend of Zelda one. That would be kind of cool.
Yep, Legend of Zelda is a huge possibility because if you're in that gift shop after the Bowser's Challenge attraction, once you guys go into that gift shop, if you guys look up, you guys can see a little mini figurine of Link. So that gives you an idea, a little Easter egg for Legend of Zelda. So if that happens, you bet your ass, Jen and I will be going to Epic Universe for the very first time. So there we go. Speaking about Universal, now this is for the international side and national Universal news as well, and that is Universal UK has submitted a planning request to develop a new park and a resort in the United Kingdom. Also, Universal Horror Unleashed Midwest. So they already have a location in Vegas, which if we win this, if myself or Jen wins the Vegas trip, this is what we're gonna do. I'll go to the Horror Unleashed Vegas attraction. But now there's a new location opening in Chicago in 2027 at the former Tribune Distribution Center. Jen, what we got? We're talking about
Gideon's Bakehouse at Disney Springs. They have a Rocky Road cookie. It's returning for 2 weeks only. Sorry, for $7. And they have, oh God, that looks so good. The key lime icebox pie, layers of key lime curd, cream filling, and graham cracker crust. Both treats are part of the Flavors of Florida celebration, and Remy knows I absolutely freaking adore key lime pie.
And how much is it?
It is $10.
So does that
That
mean
is not bad.
we might need to take a trip to Disney Springs and try these flavors?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Not Rocky Road. I don't like Rocky Road that much, but key lime ice pie.
key lime, yeah. Well, we do have some new merch and collectibles for you guys. The Disneyland 70th anniversary Mermaid Lagoon Tiki mug will be making its way to Trader Sam's at Disney on July 24th. There's a Hercules Muse the Muses hand fan is now available for $17, and you guys can pick that up at Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's a sporty windbreaker outwear released at Walt Disney for $80. There's a new Balloon Series pins, which is available at Disney's Hollywood Studios for $15. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance belt bag is a brand new belt bag for $45. And lastly, there's a light up Toy Story alien sipper seen at Hong Kong, which will be making its way to the Disney theme parks as well, which you'll be able to pick that up at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
All right, and some entertainment and film news. Disney's live action Hercules will be a faithful adaptation of the animated original. That will only happen if they have the guy who voiced Hades playing Hades.
James Woods
Thank you very much.
and and Dan DeVito as Phil
cool. That would be kind of cool. Scarlett Johansson confirms the Tower of Terror film script is progressing despite thin lore.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. So
They've already made a Tower of Terror movie.
They did
with
Kirsten Dunst, but this is going to be a brand new version of Tower of Terror because here's the thing about that. So Scarlett Johansson has a script ready, but the thing that's missing is the director. She can't find a director who will direct this movie. That's the problem.
Well, it's probably not the best script. They did say it was a thin script. There was a Tower of Terror like a mini movie or a TV movie, right? Made for TV movie.
Yep.
In 1997 with
Was that right, Kirsten Dunst?
It had Anna Peters, Kirsten Dunst, Anna Peterson. I was thinking Steve Guttenberg. I was not thinking about Kristen Dunst and Melora Hardin and John Franklin and Nia Peoples. So yeah, a lot of cool people. I was not thinking about that, but yes, they did have a Tower of Terror film already. Do they really need another one?
I mean,
really think so.
I mean, it's Scarlett Johansson, so yes.
And just because it's Scarlett Johansson doesn't mean it needs to be done. Lucasfilm is prepping for a reboot of Indiana Jones. Announcements could come as early as D23 Expo 2026.
Would you watch it?
I don't know. Harrelson Ford is always going to be Indy to me. So, I mean, there was the TV show that they did with young Indy, and I liked that, but it didn't do very well. I don't know if it will do very well without Harrelson Ford
Nicole, would you watch
at
it?
this point.
Maybe, possibly. I don't know.
I don't know. You know what?
I'm kind of indifferent.
If they had Jonathan Bailey as Indiana Jones.
Who's Jonathan Bailey?
You know who Jonathan Bailey is.
Who the hell is Jonathan Bailey?
Bridgerton. He's in the new Jurassic Park.
Hold on, let me.
He's an accomplished. He was also in Wicked.
Let me find him. Hold on.
He was the one of the male leads in Wicked.
John
or the male lead in Wicked. I mean, I guess
Bailey. Got it. Oh, him.
He's handsome. He's a very handsome man.
What? Well, let me show Nicole real quick. Nicole, this guy right here. Whoops, that guy.
He is very handsome. I know. I've probably seen him in something. I was not.
Did you see
familiar with
Wicked
his
yet?
name. Mm-mm.
Okay, so have you ever seen Bridgerton?
Nope.
Have you seen the trailers for Jurassic Park?
The new Jurassic Park movie? Damn. Okay, well,
you're 3 for 3.
Sorry, Nicole.
That's why I said I know I've seen him. I've probably seen him in something or in ads or something or other, but
Yeah.
I'm just not super familiar.
Jen gave you like all the famous,
I mean, he's
Right, and
done a
that's
lot
why
of
I'm
things
saying I'm just
besides
not super
that.
familiar because I've not seen any of these
Obviously, he's done
things.
other things besides, but those are the ones that are
Right.
like the major ones that I know of.
and I
Um,
think
So
Nicole will.
I've
I
probably
think he's
seen him,
very
just not familiar
openly
with him.
gay man.
Oh, he is gay. I forgot about
Oh yeah,
that.
he totally is.
But I think Nicole will like. I think she will enjoy
But he
Bridgerton.
was with Scarlett Johansson in the new Jurassic film,
Oh,
Jurassic Park
which I need to
movie.
go see that movie too.
I
I don't
know.
know. I feel like Bridgerton might annoy me because I really like history and I know it's loosely based
It's
on history,
loose.
but
It's
but
it's based
depending upon
on
the
romance
liberties that
novels.
the
Mhm.
liberties that they've taken,
They've
it
taken
may
a
or
lot
may
of
not
liberties.
drive me knucking futs.
Okay, so it's based on historical romance. Historical romance isn't necessarily his that
Yeah,
historical. Although the woman
right. It's
who wrote
historically
The
inspired.
Bridgerton, the woman who wrote the
Historically
Bridgerton series,
inspired.
exactly. The woman who wrote the Bridgerton series did a lot of research on that era. Shonda took a lot of liberties with what she did with the production of it as well that don't completely line up.
Which
Things like
is
the characters are it's colorblind with the characters, which is great. I love that. Um, they made one of the characters seem more like they were more bisexual than anything, and in her books none of her characters are bisexual. They made one of the female characters seem like she's going to be a lesbian, and none of the characters are lesbians in there.
so
um
yeah, so definitely historically inspired
exactly.
as a big
I mean,
as
not that
somebody
there
who gets
weren't.
very involved in history and
Yeah.
is gets hung up on very stupid things.
Well,
I'm
so
afraid that there'll
his
the liberties chosen to they chose
yeah.
to take could drive me knucking futs. So I'll
Well,
see if I get a chance to watch it and choose to. Great. Otherwise, I don't know.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see
I
what
think
happens.
they took it because that the woman or the Queen Charlotte in real life, some people said that she might have African ancestry, and I think
Yeah,
they
there's a
played up on
possibility
that.
of it
Yeah,
like many
generations.
generations back.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think that's what that came out of and the reasons they went in that direction. I mean, one of the many reasons they went in that direction. So it's just
I like the
look,
show.
I read the books years ago with Julia Quinn. I love her as an author, and I think she's really good at the research that she conducts, the research that she has in the books that she does. Obviously, there's poetic license and things like that, but what she like the things that are in the books, are closer to reality than
Can
the
I
people.
chime in? Can I chime in real quick about Bridgerton, the author?
Or
Now I'm not gonna be that guy. Which okay, I'm gonna be that guy real quick. Was she a horny author when she made these books?
I'm not going to validate or say anything about that.
Okay, all right. Well, let's carry on.
She's a romance author who specifically her niche is historical romance set in the Georgian
Georgian time period,
time
right?
period. Yeah,
Which is like the 16th, 15th, 16th century.
18th century.
18th
18th.
century.
Okay, I
So
was off by a couple of years.
Brummel, George the
Think
third.
think French and American Revolution era.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
So actually, yeah, it's post Revolutionary War.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, Jen. We got some news about Michael Bay and Transformers.
Yep. Is
Ooh.
reportedly returning to direct a new Transformers film after the last one flopped at $605 million
Yeah, I'm sorry.
worldwide.
Worldwide. Yeah. Nope. All right, we got some cool news about. I know we love Star Wars. All of us here on the round table, we love Star Wars. Now check this out. Coca-Cola has a brand new Star Wars collaboration. So if you are a a Coke drinker like myself, a Coca-Cola drinker, cool. But the new Star Wars themed Coca-Cola bottles are available in most of the Disney parks, featuring 30 plus characters across original taste and zero sugar labels. So, for the original taste, your characters are Lando, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Kylo Ren, and other. There's multiple other characters on there, but those are some of the characters that you will see those on those labels on the original taste. Also, for the zero sugar Coca-Cola bottles, you'll see Vader, Leia, Yoda, Grogu, Rey, and a few more.
Okay, so personally think Kylo Ren should be with zero sugar
What? Why?
because Vader is with zero sugar, and that makes
Oh my
so much sense.
gosh. I don't know. I don't
And
know.
maybe Lando. Lando Calrissian was not always the best. Anyway,
Okay, Nicole. What about you? You think these characters?
hmm.
You think these characters are a good set for the Star Wars collaboration with Coca-Cola?
I mean, any popular character, yes, because any popular character is going to be a good marketing tactic. So,
Hmm.
But Vader on a zero sugar bottle.
Yeah,
yeah,
Hey,
I mean, that's perfect.
uh, well,
Legit, that's
yeah.
perfect.
okay. Looks like I need to make a trip to Hollywood
I
Studios and
mean,
get that.
it makes a lot of sense, honestly, and
Poor Vader. Poor Vader.
considering they have the Coca-Cola like thing that they have at Epcot, that makes a lot of sense.
That's Club Cool, but there is a Coca-Cola store at Disney Springs.
Yep. But Club Cool, everything's soda. All of the sodas are Coca-Cola sodas,
It's
just from different countries.
delicious.
All right, we have monorail update. Glow-in-the-dark logos have been added to the Walt Disney World monorail fleet, lighting up your nighttime travels along the resort.
Yeah, they actually look pretty cool. I saw some photos with glow in the dark logos. It looks really well done, and I believe Jen is stepping away real quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with the latest theme park updates, and then we'll do uh once Jen comes back, we'll do this day in Disney history. Jen, where are you going? Wait, what? Oh. Okay. All right, guys. So we do have the updates for. I don't know if you guys are looking forward to this, but I am as well. So I am looking forward to this event, which is my favorite event of all, the Food and Wine Fest at Epcot. So Nicole, I'm pretty sure you're looking forward to this event as well, and looks like we may have to take a little group trip to Disney, and of course your brother is invited too. But
I
here
mean,
are
he's my way in, so he's an auto invite.
well, all right. So we do have the bands. We do have the bands for you guys, and that is the very first day from August 29th through August 30th. We got Joey Fatone. Joey Fatone will be at Epcot. That's right, the guy from NSYNC. On on August 31st through September 1st, you'll have Mercy Me. On September 5th through the 6th, you have KT Tunstall. Who's KT Tunstall? Who's that guy? I don't know. On September 7th, we have Toby Mac. September 12th, we have Starship featuring Mickey Thomas. On September 19th, we have Sheila E. She is returning, which is awesome. On September 21st, we have Ben Rector. On September on September 26th, we have on September 26th, we have Tiffany. On September 28th, we have Jesse and Joy. Okay, on this is the event I want. This is one of the dates I want to go to see this band on on October on October 3rd. Baha Men will be performing at Epcot. Yeah. Oh, hello. On October 10th, we have The Wanted. On October 12th, we have The Fray. All right, my boys are coming back to Epcot. October 17th, Hanson is returning to Epcot. What the hell happened to this Wendy's bag? Oh my
Bebop.
Oh
That's what
my
happened to
gosh.
Wendy's bag.
Jeez Louise. Look how bad that is. It's like all soaked.
Oh no.
That's wow. Okay, well I'll probably eat that in a little bit. And Jim, what did you get? Did you get a salad? You got a salad. Okay, cool. Let's see where are we left off on. Okay, on October 24th, we have Hoobastank. I just love saying that word, Hoobastank. On October 26th, we have Smash. Everything is dropping over by Jen's desk. On October 26th, we have Smash Mouth. On October 31st, on Halloween, you got Big Bad Voodoo Daddy will be performing on Halloween at Epcot. So,
That's the one I'm excited about.
damn
Yep.
it.
And Boys to Men.
Damn it. I gotta think. On Halloween, should I go to Halloween Horror Nights or should I go to Epcot and go see Big Bad
Well,
Voodoo
Big
Daddy?
Bad Voodoo Daddy will be playing November 1st as well, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
We're going
Yeah.
Epcot though.
So,
So we're
right.
going
We're going to Epcot. We're gonna go to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
But
Wrap
he was asking about on the 31st
on Halloween. That's what I'm
on
saying.
Halloween if he
it
wanted
up.
which one he wanted to do, but you have the option of doing Big Bad Voodoo Daddy on November 1st.
God, I know
Just throwing that out there.
I gotta think now because damn it. On November 2nd, which this is the band that Jen and I would like to go see, Boys to Men. We want to go see we want to go see that group. On November 7th, we have David Archuleta from, for American Idol. Also from American Idol, November 9th is Jordan Sparks. November 14th, this is the group I want to go see. Bowling for Soup.
That'd be cool.
The guys who did the intro, the theme song to Phineas and Ferb. That's right, those guys. And lastly, guys, on the latest theme park updates, the last band will be performing during the Epcot's Food and Wine Fest on November 16th, the Beach Boys. So rest in peace to Mr. Brian Wilson, the founding member of the Beach Boys. And there you guys have it. That was the latest theme park updates brought to you by our good friends over at the Magic Candle Company. So do me a favor, head on over to that website, themagiccandlecompany.com. Pick out a candle. Use our code Roundtable19 at checkout for your lovely discount. All right, guys. Well, now, you know what? You guys, for some reason, you guys missed this segment. You guys missed it a lot. Guys, let's go and jump right into it. It is now time for it's now time for This Day in Disney History with Jen.
Thank you very much for this day in Disney history. On July 2nd, 1967, Tomorrowland gets a futuristic upgrade at Disneyland. A Tomorrowland transformation takes flight as several groundbreaking attractions open at Disneyland, California. Among them, rocket jets, these spinning space shuttles, lifted guests high above Tomorrowland. Flight to the Moon, a thrilling simulated journey to the Moon, a precursor to Mission to Mars. The People Mover, a cutting-edge transportation system powered by rotating Goodyear tires, offering a peaceful aerial tour of Tomorrowland. The General Electric Carousel of Progress, relocated from the 64-65 New York World's Fair, this audio animatronic show celebrates innovation through the decades. Tomorrowland Terrace Restaurant, a futuristic eatery featuring a hidden stage that rises from the ground, introducing live entertainment to the dining experience.
And that was all back in 1967 at Disneyland?
Yep.
Wow.
In 1986, on July 2nd, The Great Mouse Detective, which is one of my favorite cartoons actually, hits U.S. theaters. This charming animated mystery brings a Sherlock Holmes twist to Disney animation, based on Basil of Baker Street by Eve Titus. The Great Mouse Detective introduced fans to Basil Dawson and the sinister Professor Ratigan. It was a pivotal film during the studio's transitional period, leading the way to the Disney Renaissance that would begin just a few years later.
You think I should read that book, Basil of Baker Street?
I don't know.
Basil, I'm sorry, Basil of Baker Street.
It is Basil. And at least according to the movie, it's Basil. Um, it might be cool. It might be nice. Eve Titus is a good author. July 2nd, 1997, AMC Theaters Pleasure Island 24 reopens in Florida. Walt Disney World's Pleasure Island celebrates a major expansion as AMC theaters reopen with 24 screens, upgraded from just 10. The grand reopening includes a fundraising event supporting Give Kids the World, a nonprofit that provides magical vacations for critically ill children and their families.
Yep.
July 2nd, 2016, Coca-Cola store opens, Orlando opens at Disney Springs, a refreshing addition to Disney Springs. The Coca-Cola store Orlando opens its doors, offering guests a multi-level retail experience featuring international Coca-Cola products, exclusive merchandise, and the chance to meet the Coca-Cola polar bear.
Cool.
Don't forget to try the famous Beverly in the rooftop tasting bar.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's disgusting. On July 3rd, 1967, Disney meets Florida Citrus. In a meeting that would influence Epcot and more, representatives from the Florida Department of Citrus and Walt Disney Productions convene to explore ways of integrating Florida's citrus industry into the upcoming Walt Disney World. This would eventually influence the creation of attractions like the Orange Bird and sponsorships like the Sunshine Tree Terrace.
So that's where the orange bird comes from. It came.
Wondering where that came from.
So that came from so the orange bird came from the Florida Department of Citrus. That's cool.
Well, them working with the Florida Department of Citrus, because we were all orange groves for ever and ever and a day.
Yep.
On July 3rd, 1985, Tinkerbell's inaugural flight at Walt Disney World. That's my girl. Over 60,000 guests gathered at the Magic Kingdom to witness the first ever flight of Tinkerbell across Cinderella's castle. This glittering nighttime tradition, launched during Independence Day festivities, has since become an iconic part of Disney's fireworks show.
Well, Jen, you actually are talking to Tinkerbell. I mean, she's right here. You're talking to Nicole, so there you go.
On July 5th, 1988, Maelstrom opens at Epcot's Norway Pavilion. The Norway Pavilion finally welcomes guests aboard Maelstrom, a dark boat ride through Norwegian folklore, complete with trolls, polar bears, and a splashdown finale. It became a fan favorite for its unique storytelling. The attraction would later close in 2014 to make way for Frozen Ever After, but Maelstrom still sails in fans' memories. July 6th, 2018, Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp hits theater. The Marvel Cinematic Universe grows smaller and bigger with the release of Ant-Man and the Wasp, an IMAX and 3D. Distributed by Walt Disney Studios, this action-packed sequel combined laughs, heart, and quantum science in a superhero story that stood tall with fans and critics alike. On July 7th, 2006, double the pirates, double the fun. Ahoy, mateys, it's pirate life on both the screen and in the park. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, the swashbuckling second installment in the film franchise, opens in theaters. And at that same time, Magic Kingdom's Pirates of the Caribbean attraction reopens, now enhanced with characters from the movie, including Captain Jack Sparrow. This synergy between the parks and films marked a new era of storytelling across Disney platforms. July 8th, 1994, Legends of the Lion King opens at Magic Kingdom. The animated phenomenon roars to life with the premiere of The Legends of the Lion King, a stage show located in the Fantasyland Theater. Using large-scale puppets and dramatic lighting, the show retells the story of Simba's journey to become king. A special 5-minute dedication ceremony marks the grand opening. July 8th, 2019, Liberty Inn closes at Epcot's American Adventure Pavilion. After serving guests for decades, the Liberty Inn permanently closes its doors in the American Adventure Pavilion. Known for its classic American fare, it made way for Regal Eagle Smokehouse, craft, drafts, and barbecue, which would open the following year with a Muppets theme and a new, smokier menu. That wraps up the magical week of Disney history, whether it's Tomorrowland, Transformations, pirate premieres, or super-sized superheroes. Each moment helped shape the Disney legacy we know and love today.
Thanks, Jen. Thank you so much for this day in Disney history brought to you by our good friends over at Fuel Rod, actually. Fuel Rod. That's right, guys. Right now there's a it's actually a special event going on right now until July 9th. So if you guys would like to get a fuel rod, make sure you guys hit up our link tree, click on that link, and believe it or not, guys, you guys will be saving up to 15% off on your next fuel rod purchase. So there you have it, guys. And you know what, guys, Nicole is here. So you know what? Let's get nerdy with Nicole.
I love getting nerdy, and today's episode and everything about it has led right into my segment quite well. Today we're talking fireworks.
Jen, look, she got a sparkler.
Aw.
Okay, so one of my favorite things, fireworks, not gonna lie, dream job would be doing that zip line Tinkerbell thing. But until then, I'm gonna talk about some fireworks. Um, so yeah, very, very, very ancient concept fireworks, but especially the theme parks in general, and especially Disney, they have truly perfected the art of a fireworks show.
Yes.
And Disney, I believe, is the largest consumer or purchaser of pyrotechnics in general, but specifically fireworks. Possibly only beat out by the U.S. military, but in general, Disney is the largest consumer of pyrotechnics in the world, not just the US. So, so yeah, there we go. And so with that, let's get back down to the basics of fireworks. A whole bunch of different types. They all look really, really cool. Um, and your basic ingredients are gunpowder, which is I think 10% sulfur. I forget the exact other percentages, but then there's potassium nitrate and charcoal. Those are the black powder ingredients. And then the rest of it is, they call them stars. Um, and they're little units that are usually colored or have various effects in them that then the fireworks shell shoots up, and when it explodes, they actually, if they have shapes or whatever, when they're building the firework, they arrange these stars in the shape, and with the way that the way it ignites and the combustion, it just replicates whatever that shape was in the shell. Um,
Did
so
you say the fireworks are made out of charcoal?
that that makes the gunpowder.
Oh,
That is
okay.
one of the ingredients of the gunpowder, which is a large portion of the firework,
Hmm.
or at least in most fireworks. So,
Yeah.
like fireworks that lift, you use the gunpowder to create what they call the lift charge,
Mhm.
and that is what gives it the lift to get into the air, and that as that lift charge is going, also ignites the secondary fuse, like their time delay fuse. So that way, once it's up to a certain point in the air, that's when the actual component bursts and gives us the light show that we see. Um, so, yay, chemistry, because that's what gives us all the colors and the effects. You have, for the most part, there are some other newer techniques that they use in other mixings that they do, but for the most part, calcium gives you like the orangey colors. Sodium gives you the yellowy colors. They use strontium to get the really deep reds, and copper actually gives you blue fireworks. Barium gives you green, and the newer one that they've that they've been using lately. Magnesium will give you white, and also aluminum will give you a silvery white, but that also creates that crackling effect. So if you hear the crackling, like the sparkling and crackling, that is your aluminum there.
So
Um,
the ones that sound like that, kind of like a static kind of sound.
yeah, yeah. So that's your aluminum there. And like the really fine kind of glittery bits that tend to do like that really slow fall, my favorite thing. They'll use iron filings to get that really, really fine, glittery look um, as the firework lights up. And something cool, like I said, you have that lift charge that is achieved by the gunpowder before it ignites the rest of the shell and the combustion. So Disney especially has developed a pneumatic launching system. So they don't have to ignite, like, I mean, they ignite it, but they don't have to use that gunpowder and smoke to actually launch the fireworks shell up into the air. They use air to do that. And that way it reduces a lot of the smoke. And it's also just a cleaner overall, cleaner burning thing. And then you don't have to worry about a lot of the smoke settling in the parks because a lot of the launch points for the Disney fireworks are in the parks. That's why if you go into Fantasyland right after the fireworks show, the ground will be wet.
Yep.
They have a system that wets the ground and the top of the buildings that they're on. There is another main launch point that's about a little over a quarter of a mile away, like behind the park, and that's where they set off a lot of the really big ones. So I was looking at a video. If you watch from the park, obviously it kind of like looks all together. If you're watching from some of the resorts, it looks very bizarre because you have like the big fireworks over here, and then there's the castle way far away from it. So it really kind of it gives you a brand new perspective and is very different from that usual straightforward image that we see, the usual tableau. Yes, Remy.
It's kind of the same thing for Epcot too, because
Yeah.
Epcot, like with some of their fireworks, but with their fireworks on, they can launch the fireworks from the lake, like right there. They can
Yeah.
launch it
hmm
right there on the
They
lake.
have some that are right on the lake, and yeah.
But there's also a couple more launching spots behind Spaceship Earth. It's actually right in the
hmm
back of it, and I'm like, well, that's backstage, but where exactly is it? I mean, it's like
Yeah.
a couple blocks away from Spaceship Earth, but that's where they can just blow up the fireworks from there too as well. Now for
Yes.
now for Hollywood Studios, that's different.
hmm
The only shot they can do it is two places. One is Fantasmic,
hmm
and the other location is right at the at Mickey's Runaway Railway, uh,
hmm
Grom's Chinese theater, which is right there right in front of the park. So they have little
Yeah.
spots in the back where they can still light up the fireworks back there as well. So, and also, believe it or not, there's another spot at Hollywood Studios, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt
hmm
Spectacular, right there.
So yes, they have that, and the other cool thing that Disney has imagineered for us, like I said, they have that pneumatic launching system now. They also like you can ignite a firework manually, obviously. You can also ignite it electrically, like having something that gives it a little spark or something to light that fuse. That way you can do it from the computer. They have wires. So Disney has developed a way to use a little computer chip, little teeny tiny computer chip that they load into their fireworks. That way it sparks, like it's programmed to spark at the exact right moment once it's reached that exact position, the exact moment in the music to then give us the light show that we see. So that was super cool. obviously very expensive, I'm sure, because they're using a computer chip in each and every firework
Very expensive
that they're
because
setting off, but it's magical. It is quite magical. So they do have that. There there's all kinds of crazy chemical technology that exists. So like I was looking for my flash paper because I have flash paper, but I cannot find it for the life of me because that is a great example of the nitrocellulose, which um, it flashes very brightly, burns very quickly, also has very, very, very little smoke. It helps to eliminate a lot of the problem that comes from when you have too many fireworks and it gets too smoky. Then it can be cool for effect in some ways because it will kind of reflect the image of the light, but other times it just obstructs the view of the fireworks. And as much as we know about technology, the strobe effect, so like when you kind of see the glittering, like the flashing lights as part of the fireworks, the technology or like the mechanism, the exact chemistry behind that is still not entirely understood. Like there's not multiple reactions happening. It's all from that one reaction, but it's not entirely understood as to how that strobing works. So it's it is very cool though. They are able to choreograph to music. Like I said, usually this is all done on a programming software now, and again, Disney leading the way. They also include a lot of the projection. They are able to, like, they have a special program that allows them to project very accurately onto the castle. So they time everything out. They have the science the of their projections. Now a lot of fireworks shows are incorporating drones, and it's going way above and beyond. But that very basic firework chemistry that we all know and love came from ancient Chinese, I believe a cook in the kitchen had kind of a mishap and discovered that this compound would explode very prettily, and then they started containing it into two like bamboo shoots or other containers to be able to utilize the thing. So yeah, that's fireworks. I love fire. I love fireworks that you could do like hours upon hours of the science behind it. But that's the very basic. I don't know what happened to everybody else. So